I was at a comedy act and thousands of people were there and many of them recognized me, but none of them had Bitcoin. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 555. And, well, it was really one by one because, man, I went to the F45 and I'm dying now. But I'm here to do a show because I feel it's important that you guys get some Bitcoin. Why? Why do you need to get some Bitcoin? Why do you need to get some sats? Well, a long time ago when I told you to first buy it, it was just because I knew it was going to go higher. Now that it's successfully gotten higher, a lot higher than $1, just a little smidge more higher, about $115,000 more higher, you're wondering, is it too late? Well, it's not, because only 2% of the population actually own Bitcoin. And you're like, okay, great, but it's only for the rich. No, it's not, because it's for everyone. It is going to be money. Why? Because gold sucks, because you know what happens when we use gold. We can't actually use gold directly. We have to use someone to have somebody store it for us, and we have to trust them and go, yeah, he trusts me, bro. I got the gold. And then they give us a certificate or some dollar, right? And we could trade that. Obviously, that didn't work out. They separated the gold from the token, whether it's paper money or the dollar in our bank account, and boom, and they get the free money whilst we have to work for it. So that sucks. So now we have a money system that's fair and honest, that you could actually transfer to anyone, anywhere in the world, fast and efficiently, and no one can change the system. No one can actually add more Bitcoin. And these two features, allowing you to transfer it, allowing you to prevent anyone from taking it from you, right, allows you to have money that's fair, that's strong, that's going to last throughout the ages. So we're all going to use money in the future, and we're going to use this as money in the future. And so you might as well get some now. Okay, you could wait until that happens, until everybody's using it as money, and then you could just save it still, right? And still you see it increase in value. That's true. Bitcoin will always increase in value. But why not get it now so that you don't have to work so hard to get it later? Just saying. You just need to buy $1 worth to start your journey. I suggest, right, you get some tSATs, right? They're backed up by Bitcoin, right? Right now you can get 867 tSATs for $1. $1. And allows you to save more Bitcoin if you do it this way, right? Because now you see that you're actually building a little wealth in numbers, right? Because we're going to use satoshis anyways. That's just the way it is. Whether it's my satoshis or somebody else's satoshis, it's just going to be satoshis. And because it's just all it is a divisible number of Bitcoin, but allowing you to see it in large numbers. Whilst the wealthy, because you missed out the early days, they're going to be playing with the Bitcoins, right? But there's only 21 million of them. And there's 66 million millionaires. And only 2% of those, less than 2% of those, actually own Bitcoin. Boom. You have an option to get into something big early. Time to take action and exercise that ability. If you're interested in this and you want to learn how to, use Bitcoin, how to get into it, why is it so popular, and what is this, how does it work? You can do so by heading over to b4b.davincej15.com. Links are in the description below, and you can learn about everything about Bitcoin. All right. If you're interested in watching this live, I do this live in front of everybody, and you can do so by signing up at levex.davincej15.com. You have to sign up at Levex, levex.davinci15.com, or you can just head over to x.dj15.com and you can find Levex there. If it's not available as the top 3 exchanges, you can find it. If it's in red, you need a VPN in order to log in to that exchange. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin pumping heavy, right? But we've pumped heavily on the weekend, a lot more than I thought expected to occur, because we've created a nice massive gap that Bitcoin is probably going to fail back into, right? So let's just wait and see how this thing plays out. But it's there's a high probability that we're coming back to fill this gap. Is it a possibility that we leave this gap behind? Well, we already left a gap at 92K, right? So it's possible, just unlikely, because this gap was just filled, and I think another retest of the lows is inevitable before we go a lot higher, if we do decide to go a lot higher with Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is in a zone where it's got to stay over 103, or else we are not going higher. Looking at Ethereum, Ethereum has, managed to hold the line, the lower levels here, creating a higher lows, and it's breaking higher finally. Now it's got to break a little bit higher than that, a little bit, in order for us to really say this is going to turn bullish. But we need to go to over the $4,300 level. 4,375 would indicate a new trending upward, and we could see this thing probably break out above its all-time, the local all-time highs, right? It is an all-time high. I'm not 100% sure, but looking at Solana, Solana has got wrecked, mostly by there's rumors mostly by Binance Smart Chain. They you know how Binance is, right? It's like a bank, right? They have your crypto. Trust me, bro, I got it. Your funds are safe. They used everybody's Solana to dump into the market to actually push Solana down, and it worked like a charm, so that their token can go higher. And it is what it is. It's if you've got the power, that's what you're gonna do, right? So not your coins, not your keys, not your crypto, and they're going to use it to whatever their advantage is. So if you have a Binance account and you left some Solana there, a lot of Solana there, well, you just contributed to the downfall of Solana. There you go. So with that said, right, this is why I never partnered with Binance, so because I knew they were going to do shady things. Knew it. They were offering too much money for me to be a partner, and I was like, okay, so you're about to do some shady stuff, right? So you don't want me to talk about it. No, thank you. But anyways, moving on, right? You can see that we're about to break above the 210, and if we do that, then we still have to go and break above the $240 level, and then we'll probably see this thing break out. But man, the season's coming to an end, honestly, guys. And I wouldn't be surprised if the market rolls over and we don't see all-time highs for crypto. It is what it is. It sucks. Yes, but it's a great time to start accumulating. The future is certain. Bitcoin is going to be the money. You're going to use it for future transactions. Whether you believe that or not, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Just like people didn't believe that electricity was going to be useful for anything. It is what it is, right? Electricity is used by everybody today. You have an opportunity right now to actually get in early on something that everyone is going to use. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching. Peace.